Hello my friends, this is Jose from LuoVita, and today I'm going to talk about how to understand our mind and ourselves better. Whether you want to improve your relationship or learn more about yourself, there are several ways really to understand your mind and yourself better. And these methods include observing your feelings, really observe your feelings without acting on them, identify patterns and negative thinking, and keeping a diary if you want. You can try one or all of these strategies and see how you feel after a few days. These techniques will help you become more self-aware and more able to control your thinking. So taking control of your thinking mind, if you're constantly being bombarded, for example, we are with negative thoughts, you may want to learn how to push them out of your mind. However, this may be easier said than done, I know. In order to master this technique, you need to first learn to understand how your thought pattern works. To start, isolate one specific thought pattern that is causing you to think negatively. Then, when you experience that thought, try to replace it with something else, such a positive memory or inspiring quote, for example. Once you know which thought is coming up in your mind, you can immediately interrupt it. This will help to reprogram your mind and make it prefer a different thought. You can also write down this counter thought before you begin thinking something positive. This will help you to replace a negative thought with a more positive one. And when you control your thoughts, you can begin to feel more at peace with yourself and your life. If you're unable really to control your thought, it will affect your life in a negative ways and may cause you to suffer emotionally, right? So by reprogramming your mind to think only positive thoughts, you will find yourself feeling happier and more balanced and able to deal with these emotions that come your way. So observing feelings without acting on them is a powerful technique also to improve your self-awareness. It teaches you how to accept whatever comes to mind without acting on it, right? Whenever you feel a particular emotion, for example, simply label it as such and try to observe it for 1 minute, for example, and without any change. This will enable your body to feel this emotion in a healthier way. It takes practice, I know, to separate your thinking mind from your observing mind. But when you practice this technique, you can take really control of your internal daily life. This practice also helps you to analyze your thoughts and decide which one are helpful versus unhelpful. For example, if you notice that you feel angry, you can try to discover the cause of your feelings, and perhaps it was, for example, recent headline or social event. It might be a result of being disappointed or betrayed or disgusted sometimes. But identifying your emotions is the first step towards understanding yourself better. This is challenging, I know, but it's one that will pay off it requires you to step outside of yourself, outside of our comfort zone, and focus on naming your feelings that you notice. Then you can use this information to make informed decision about the future. Another step is to identify these negative thought patterns, and learning how to recognize these negative thought patterns can help you to understand yourself better. And these thoughts often have this recurring way to come. Identifying these patterns can help you replace these harmful thoughts, cycles with positive ones. You can start by writing down your negative thoughts and noticing what they have in common. Over time, you begin to see patterns that you can change. And a common example, for example, is unhealthy pattern is thinking to blame others for your own problems, right? We do that sometimes, but when you are arguing with someone, you may find yourself believing the same thing over and over again. This can result, for example, in getting angry or saying things that upset your other person. That upset this other person. So once you recognize your negative thinking patterns, you can change them and live a more fulfilled life, right? These patterns of thought often go with mental health conditions, I know, on some disorders that we have, but other example of negative thinking is, for example, catastrophizing which means that you focus on the worst situation possible. I know we do that all, but this pattern leads to feelings of pessimism and defeat sometimes, and it can lead ourselves to self-labeling ourselves. This harms our self-esteem, right? So these negative thoughts are often loud and difficult to control, so you should try to find a way to stop them from coming into your mind. Try to change your physical environment or engage in something else to distract yourself from them. So breaking these negative thought patterns is difficult, I know, especially if they have been in place for a long time, but compassion is essential to help you break these patterns. What you can also do is keeping a diary. So this deals with with some stress and free up these resources in your mind. It has really been proved, it's a relaxing exercise. Keeping a diary improves your memory, which also gets you out stuff that you always worried about. It's written down, let's see, I will think about it again. It can be used a way to track your thoughts, feelings, experiences, and it's a great way to understand yourself better and help you with some issues that you have, even weight loss, exercise. You can write down everything that's on your mind, from the smallest to the largest detail. You can keep a diary in a notebook or laptop. And I will start mine again. So it's the best way to write. And the best way also to do it every day. Normally we do this before we go to sleep. You may be unsure, and what you can also do, before I forget, write 3 or 4 sentences or 3 or 4 things you are grateful for in the day. So try it for a week or so, and keeping this diary will help you feel isolated and more empowered. You can write about your daily experience, fears, successes, failures, and you can use it to keep track of your to-do list also. It will help you to feel good about yourself and help you to understand yourself better. What you can also do is meditation. This is a great way to understand yourself and your mind better. It trains your mind to focus on the big picture and cultivates also your intuition. It helps you to make better decisions and develop greater mental clarity. It's very important. It also helps you to improve your attention and your focus. This is crucial to accomplish something. Without them, we are going to procrastinate sometimes. And meditations throughout the day, sometimes in little time frames, that will reinforces your feelings and behaviors. It helps you to overcome or to become more aware of what you're thinking about and these values that you have. So this practice also trains you to enjoy the present moment, and it can help you to become more aware of sounds and sensations in your environment. But if you want to start to meditate, you must prepare your mind and body first. You should choose a comfortable area, sitting, and where you can stay for at least 10 to 15 minutes. You should be really comfortable and allow you to focus on your breathing. Your mind will likely wander at some point, I know, but you can easily bring yourself back with your breathing. If you notice that it wanders again from everywhere, and focus again. It's not easy sometimes, I know, but it's a process that requires some dedication and repetition. The idea of stopping thoughts may be intimidating, I know, but this will lead to some inner peace. And this ultimate goal of a meditation is to remove your mind from these negative thoughts and learn how to understand yourself better. Another way is self-love. Self-love is an important part of living happier and healthier life. So it affects everything, from who you choose as a life partner to how you do your work or interact with someone. It can even be developed in childhood and manifest in adulthood. So understanding yourself better is key to achieving self-love. I know it's not easy, and it doesn't have to be. So there are evidence that It can improve our mental health and make you more confident, and also increase our motivation. You can learn how to have this and to love yourself by learning how to appreciate the great things in your life. Be grateful, and there are also things that you most aspire. You can practice self-love through writing in this diary, and you will learn to appreciate your strengths, your talents, aspiration. Self-love is also beneficial because it projects to others the way you feel about yourself. If you are constantly pointing out your flaws and to others, they are likely to reflect this back to you, right? Like a mirror, like attracts like, and so on. So it's important to understand your mind and yourself better so you can cultivate more self-love. Another important tool for self-love is meditation, as I said. So this is to lower our depression. And consistent meditation, as I know, it really can help you get to know yourself better and create this inner presence, this calmer inner presence. This can help you to put things together and have success in life. And if you need help, please, I invite you to check out the descriptions. We have our blog, which I really want you to subscribe to this, because this will help you. This will help you to really put out your thoughts, reorganize your thoughts, keep being aware of transformations in life. This helped me. I have really set up this sequence that will help really go on with life, putting our thoughts, reorganizing our thoughts, and give our life a new meaning, a new transformation. So I invite you, check it out and let me know. Take care until next time. Bye.